Sorry if this video was later than anticipated. Honestly, I told you I was going to get back to those videos this month, obviously, which I made a lot this month. I was in only time I didn't make as many as I did was in July because I told you my phone was down for most of that month until I was able to make content on my console near the end of July. That was the only time I didn't make content until the end of July. But I was able to make a lot of content all year long about the gaming industry and the sports industry and all other industries here. So for this video, focus on me roasting Henny. So um, and then the next video that me focus on roasting Henny in that one too. And the video after that, I'll talk about tech related stuff in that one in the third video. But these two will roasting Henny. This is part 1 and 2 of it. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm sure Henny saw my video for when I made that video for the tech related video on eBay pretty much, and I showed I got my arcade stick obviously. So we already know why Henny's been having all these his followers is now in Capcom is reason why it's haunting him there because he's talking too much smack. I pay attention to this IG post every day, and he's not very good at roasting people because when I see his bills, he stutters a lot. But either way, because then when he played the Capcom then years ago, back in those days, he was already B, and I said okay, and it was gonna be on his way to B plus, and then hopefully A, and then A plus, and hopefully would have got to Grandmaster. I don't know about that particular if he'd have got to it, but he probably been about A or A plus, somewhere around there. But that was years ago. But his then, that's when he was elite then. But as of now, he's not. His now is haunting him because I'm sure in his ranked matches he's been demoting a lot in his losses, or having these ranked ups or ranked downs or both. So, as I said about Henry with Rhea right now, he's still not good with Rhea. Even in his reposts, he still's not good with Rhea. Because like I said, too, as well, it's not even good on his end, bub. Now that Ultra's Street Fighter 6 and Super Street Fighter 6 and Vanilla Street Fighter 6 comes out in 2028, and Ultra Super Street Fighter 6 comes out in 2026, 2027. His score days are long besides him pauses now, because then he was elite. For his previous game attack kit for 378 then, but as a henchman, he's not elite as of now. I'll give a damn what Henry thinks of me, and give a damn about Henry thinks of me right now, but he knows he's not good with Ryu because he trolls, parries, he parries, he grips, teabags, and grapples, or falls the grabs and the flips, and teabags and taunts. And you can't do that against the obvious matchups here doing that. The third D, no flips, and the other grab either included. And then most of the people with a perfect parry because you kept doing the obvious things, especially them obvious moves with Ryu. You kept trolling, grifting, and parrying. Got broken rider on 4, got broken rider on 6, and then everybody broken rider on 4, you know, glass and the red glass for the what he go parry. But either way, like I said, Henry is human right now. He don't know what he's doing with Ryu. And if he is doing his combos with Ryu, like I said, which I'm not down, he is, but he is not putting in the effort. He don't want to put in. He refused to put in the effort. Misery was company with Ryu. It's like he probably lived his whole life, not just with Ryu when he was dominant then, but he probably lived his whole life with Ryu, being Miguel, not being in the world fights until you bleed type of fights. He didn't play fair with Sagai either. And now he's probably facing all these Sagais on street, all the top tier Sagais from all 50 states worldwide to the point that he really can't beat these matchups. Those matchups, because the same matchup as Shadows, but that's a taller Shadow. But anyway, because the guy was previously part of Team Shadow at first, before he left to become part of Shadow Fighters. But anyway, he was on both teams anyway, but he was previously part of Team Shadow before he left Bison. But anyway, he hates Bison. Sagai hates Bison now, so he don't like him now. He used to like him then, he don't like him now. So years later, but like I said, Henny is him, and he don't know what he's doing with Ray. And if he wanted to do the combo with Ray, as you saw my combo bills for that too, when I showed the bills for that this year, for all the combo bills that I made, that I showed all the mains that little mirrors calling and do it with arcades or arcade sticks. You know what, having two, because I think more than half my friends have multiple arcade sticks. I think 6 or more. Kind of if you got the Series S one included and the X one included. So, but when I get my Series S, I'm probably gonna have the Hori Fighting Commander Octa. What else is new with that? So I'll have 3 fighting game controllers. I have 2 arcade sticks for Sony and 1 Hori Fighting Commander. Well, both of my arcade sticks has Hori Fighting Commander arcade stick that you saw in the video, obviously from several days ago. Um, and then me getting the one for Surrey, that makes sense because that's the Hori fight coming out. But both my arcade stick and my Hori fight, both from Hori, that specific brands I was able to get both. My other arcade stick, which was name of it was Hifune, if I'm not mistaken, off of Amazon. That was a keyboard one. It was a leverless one, and there's no for them hitbox, especially the mini hitbox. I have a total of 2 arcade sticks right for Sony, but I have one for Microsoft coming my way. But that'll be the Hori Fighting Commander Octa for Series S for either way. Hey, Eric SGHX Super Chat up for stuff. Either way, like I said, man, it's been one hell of a journey for us to fight game industry, but I just want to give him some well-deserved smoke because I saw his post from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 as well when he criticized the movie. And I think y'all saw my video for that too, bit on the console pretty much. That was I didn't have my phone. My phone was still down there. I gave him well-deserved. I called him a hypocrite for that because you can't bash that movie if it was that canon pretty much. What was the point of watching the movie if he was going to bash it? Either way, that's another time. That'll be another bit I'll make a video on doing talking about with that particular topic. But that's what I'm doing the week. Just want to get that on my chest right now. But I don't know why Henny doesn't want to play these matchups because one, I have the arcade stick now, and two, who knows if he has Series S, which I'm sure Henny has Series S, and now most likely I have the Hori Fighting Commander Octa controller in my hand. So yeah, you don't know who you're gonna ask whooped. Either way, because I told Henny too, once I give it those S ones, don't spend no rage quits for me on that either. That's you other way around. We don't know you're gonna play your controller or both controllers, you have both dual senses. You know you're going to match your DPs. We already know this. This is based off what I know. I've seen a lot of reviews that use the DualSense or whether anyone stick they use it for that control, whether control they use it for Sony, but they kept matching DP. You can't do that with really for some parries, especially them parries on 4 because you'll be broken right up, and that's automatic KO. You gave it to me pretty much because you tried to find a comeback and it failed, but it backfired in your face. Either way. So don't spend no rage quits the other way around. But I told you those rage quits were coming. I told you this before. You can't spend no rage quits against no Gals or Win-Wins or Lukes or Keiths and Sagaz. Now Sagaz on there, Bisons, and now once he comes out in March, and Emma who comes out in April or May, somewhere around there. And the characters that come back, you can't spend no rage quits from there. The other characters come back from undead too. They want to really whoop it beyond it. If they have more than one arcade stick or 2 of them, if there's any more than 6 arcades, that's next level. Either way, maybe at the Hori Fight Commander Octa for Series S and X and PS4 and PS5. That's a bonus too. So that means you have all 3 controllers like me. But 2 of my arcade sticks are both fighting ones. But the other one I'm gonna have for Series S, that's gonna be the fighting game Octa for Series S and X. But either way, like I said, Henny is human right now. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing with Ray right now. Because if he knew what he was doing with Ray on 6, he would not be matching DPs, which we already know he's doing that. And just doing them donkey kicks to the end of the match, the legend, or the close to legend, not second, but close to legend, or high master, or ultimate master and legend. I disrespect because he knew he was going to get the ass whooped. He did those donkey kicks, I disrespect because he knew he was going to get beat. Karma hit Henny in the face. Hey, Cafe World TD, 5 with the super chat on my Twitch affiliates. What's up? Anyway. But like I said, we weren't knew he was going to get beat. Either way, Karma is a bitch. Indeed, But when I said that, I meant that. As far as that being what I just said. Karma is a Karen. But either way, because somebody had to give you a true reality check with Rudy right now that you're not good with Rudy. Somebody had to give you a real reality check. Catwood, response to the wild, say sarcastically, Catwood, TYC. Wow. Okay. Catwood, TY with the super chat. Okay. Either way, anyways, like I said, man, and he's still not good with William. And it shows because if he was playing the Microsoft version of this game on his other console, if he had the Sony Microsoft console, he would be human doing that too. He would be matching DPs with that Xbox. He would match them until he does that pairing on 4, and he'd be broken. You all know what's going to happen to an automatic KO. Told you not to do that. But you decided to come back with that, and it fell short, and he fell short. Misery Rush Company with Reading. 32 what projects are wow. She knows I'm not lying here. But anyways, like I said, Misery Rush Company with Reading, you must live your whole life in mediocrity. Like I said. Because no person with ring with match DPs, do all them donkeys just to do the donkeys just to do them against the obvious match and then expect them to fall for it. It's not going to work, bud. Tell you that right now. Keep the bill at 20 minutes. Probably stop it at 21, 22, depending how I feel about it. But either way, just wanted to get the bill. I know this bill was kind of late, but either way, you know, because Henny's still not good. Like I said, with the super champ. Yeah. That's a very funny joke. But either way, anyways, like I said, we all know Henny's not good with Ray, like I said. And I've been warning him all year long. Finally got my case that I was actually at 2 of them. But when I get that series, S and X, I probably had the Hori fight Commander Anka, since I could trust Hori now going forward here. So I had 3 fighting sticks, but one of them is a control and fighting Commander Anka, and then the one you just showed you in my video, obviously, or my phone, obviously, when I showed you the tech-related video from several days ago, obviously, over a week ago, obviously. So I had 3 fight pads, but one of them was a fight pad, fight Commander Anka, and the other one I have is 2 arcade sticks for Sony. I'll be making some more bills during the Christmas holiday as well. To talk about the gaming industry as well, so stay tuned for those bills too as well. I got about to say to Sony right now, and any of these fanboys, right? I got about to say to them right now. Stay tuned for those videos coming on Christmas Day, or pre-Christmas Day, and probably the whole week. Probably make bills during the whole week, pretty much. But either way, stay tuned for those bills. But either way, anyways, you already know he's not good with reading. Like I said, not like subscribe. Can't do wouldn't do it. Not like subscribe. Okay, Catherine, too. You can do that. But either way, like I said, we already know why he's not good with reading. Because he chooses to live in mediocrity with real, and he chooses to play around with real while outdoing his obvious middle his console real for good reasons. So, like I said, he's human right now. Be careful what if I said behind us. Okay, careful. We'll see you later, obviously. But like I said, Kathy, Kathy will the super chat behind. But see you later. All right, Kathy. Indeed. Either way. We don't know why he's not good with Ray, but part 2 of this video is coming up with it. Might make 3, in fact, I might as well make 3 parts of bills of me roasting him, and might as well make 3 bills for that. Makes sense. Then the fourth bill after I make those 3 bills of really roasting him. After this is part 1 of it, of the 3 hours, and the other one, the 4th one, will be technically after this. Either way, talk about that in the 4th bill. All the bills of me roasting him. But anyway, like I said, Henny is here right now. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's mashing DPs. Doing up dunks out of disrespect. We already know he's doing that. Much say he's not. We already know he's doing that on our first hit, and it's not going to work against obvious matchups here. You want to run today. You want to run today. We already know why he's doing this. Because you know he has a big ass ego, which we don't know Henny has that. You know, I don't know why he would say, I said, well, get him over when you obviously beat me on multiple PSNs here. And when I give you that smoke on multiple PSNs, that's well deserved smoke. Indeed. Indeed. Because you wasn't going to be doing what you was doing really, like I said. I backed up, but I said, I meant that. I meant that. That ass was going to get whooped. On multiple PSNs. You can call me a Gurkta all you want, but you can't call me a Gurkta on multiple PSNs knowing I finished on my games on all of them. All 5 of my PSNs. I had you on 3 of 5. 3 of those had to play online for Capcom, play you online on Capcom, or adding other fighting games. Because those are 3 of those 5 PSNs. I was going to play Capcom and part 4 and 6 on the other jokes, just going to use the indies and everything else. But maybe my 2 of the 5, I was going to play my FPS games and get the Prestige Master not once but twice on Xbox on World War II and get Prestige Master on Black Ops 6 just on my main account only. But either way, there are no one who doesn't want to play these matchups. Like I said, he's not man enough. He's not even mature enough to face these matchups. Like I said, you know, he's gonna troll grip parry and T-base. Like if you know about the word T-base, he's gonna probably do the up and down BS. And then Griff by throwing himself in that corner. Which you already know he was going to do that too. But you can do, I can do better with that. So much for that. So much for that. But like I said, man. So stay tuned for the other bird that's coming up too. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. This is part 1 of the video of the 3 videos we're going to make. Part 1. So stay tuned. For the next video's coming after this. That's at the video in 20 minutes. But either way. I can start with choose to start with at 21 if I want to. But either way. Like I said, I gave Henny all this time to face these matchups. Way more than enough time. But he chose not to face these obvious matchups. So you want to run today then. Time is up either way. Gave you way too much time. But I even gave you deadlines on my old phones. Probably gave you all those deadlines. But either way, was I didn't get my case of work. I had to put other things. I had to put other important things over that first fight. I got the arcade, so now I finally got it. So there won't be no issues here. But yes, I got Street Fighter 6, obviously. I got it installed. I had to move it from my external game from my external, so it was taking up most of my external space. I had to move it to the internal. I had to upgrade my external anyway. I need that 1 terabyte hard drive to install Black Ops 6 and 7. I know I'll be getting those games. Look at those on my wish list for next year. Then I have to finish the remaining SMO run and plus games. Those should be done later on in the middle of spring, by the way, when I buy those. Then that whole run for SMO and far as the run and the plus games will be done entirely, and then that soccer's done. But either way, that was given time. Just want to get that through. But either way, I don't know why Henry doesn't want to face these matchups, because he knows once the ass gets beat, he's gonna make that big review face. And so, because somebody gave him a reality check. 2, we don't know why he couldn't beat these obvious matchups, because he managed DPs. And 2, if you know about the teabagging, he was gonna do that up and down BS. If you know about, that's the way of teabagging, not going up and down. That's the way of teabagging. He was gonna do that too. Correct. Sit in that corner. Don't think he was gonna get hit, but you knew he was gonna get hit and stunned. Either way, he was burnt down on 16. Whether he was stunned on 4, so much for correcting yourself. 2, either way. So like I said, Henry is human right now. So stay tuned for the next 2 videos of me roasting. That's coming out. Then one more video of me showing my talking about my tech. Either what I'm going to be getting extra tech related, obviously. That'll be in the 4th video after this. But 3 videos of me roasting. This is part 1 to 3. But either way, just want to get this out right now. But we don't know why Henry doesn't want to face these matchups. Like I said, he's not man enough to even face it. Because he probably talked too much back on his microphone to the point that when he honestly fought these matchups, pretty much it finally hit him hard after a loss, or multiple losses here. I was going to give him that smoke on Expert Glory 2 and Freddy Kim and Chomihishi. Well, once I change the game, that game that's going to be. It's still Chomihishi for now, but when I change it. Either way, I was going to give him that true smoke. That was on multiple PSNs. I added more, of 3 of those 5, add them 3 times. So, that was true deserved smoke when I give you those losses. You're going to hold a grudge for those losses for months, probably even years, because you knew this was coming, honey. Reality check this sit in for you right now, for sure. Like I said. So, yeah. We don't know why he can't beat these matchups, like I said. He's human right now. He don't know what the hell he's doing. And I'm sure once Average comes out in March and when it comes out in April, and whatever other cards come out for season 4, he's going to probably underestimate those matchups too. I guarantee it. He's really in the moments of his then when he was elite then, but his now is haunting him. Not his then, his now is haunting him right now. Falls uncertain future in Capcom right now. It's kind of the alternate Super Street Fighter 6 continues. And Resident Evil 9 record, the game that's going to be playing soon continues. Either way, I don't see how a lot of people try to hype up again for Resident Evil if you don't hype it up the way I hype it up. Because at least my uncle does play, and I told one of my friends, I said, you can't hype up the game if you don't hype it up the way I hype it up. You know, I'm a Resident Evil fan, but either way, no time for either way. Anyways, like I said, it's been one of a journey. As far as the games I've been buying, I bought a lot of games this year, pretty much. Still trying to get Storm next, but I'm probably getting that next week. Not this week, the week after next. But that'll be a separate purchase off of Amazon, but either way. I have to replace my fan. That died on Wednesday afternoon. I had to replace that now. I had to replace my slippers because my current slippers that my grandmother Hutchinson brought me, they got messed up through the sole on my left foot was already torn, and my sole on my right foot was on, so I had to replace those. Get my jar matches. That was going to treat myself to Christmas pretty much. And once I get all those things, that should come no later than the day after New Year's Eve when I get all 6 of those items off Amazon. By the way, Storm that'll be a separate purchase. That's going to cost me about $24 when I get that game, and then when I get my 1 terabyte strong, that's coming from Temu, obviously. And that will probably be there no later than the first week or the second week of January, by the way. And then when I get Storm, that's going to be there probably on the first January 1st or the 2nd, because it was close to $25 per, and that was 1 day expedited shipping, because it was close to 25. It said it had to be 25 for it. It had to be 1 day expedited shipping, by the way. So yeah, guys, just want to get this bill on me roasting honey, but stay tuned for part 2 of me roasting. That's coming up after this. I just want to start the bill at 20 minutes, by the way. Oh, 21 minutes. So I'll give you all my links. That'll be at Legend 2 on Instagram. I'm approaching my regular followers limit I'm slowly approaching my regular followers, and not my regular followers where you follow me, obviously, but following, I'm approaching my limit on the net soon. So you can follow me on that one on WWE Legend 2, Hachiganami. I'm already at my following limit on that one, just my regular followers. I can still get more followers on that. But you can find me on WWE Legend 2, Hachiganami. Show me when you can still follow that, but I'm already at my following limit on that one too. Just my regular followers, I can get more of those either way. That way, to follow on my other two Instagrams that are not at my followers on there. You can find me on Couch and my Upmerge, Meta, and Instagram one that I had to replace my old one. My old one was coming out on my old phone, but either way. You can find me on my Instagrams, Hutch, Konami, WWE Legend 2, Channel and Couch on that one. Yeah, gave my Twitches, Cyber Lin. So when I start making my content through Unique Hutch, it will go to my YouTube channel, Unique Hutch. You'll see my clicks go up before then. More subscribers will help me get to 50 subscribers on that. Those videos will come forward as well. Because I had to see more pictures on my phone, and then once I get my other thing to save pictures on, then go from there. But either way, Gamer Hut 6 is my other Twitch, my third Twitch. That's making my calls once for yes, and did follow my YouTube to that one, obviously, and follow me on Furry King on Twitch. You can follow me on TikTok. Hutch1 on TikTok. Like, I'm at the 1,000 follower mark. I just got there as of what it said as of Friday, and I'm trying to get the 1,000 followers on TikTok as well. So you can find me on TikTok and TikTok. I'm already at 1K followers on TikTok. Like, so I got the unique milestone. Less than 34 with 300 regular followers, as far as friends is concerned on TikTok. Like, so make sure you help me get past 1,000 followers. Trying to get to 1,500 now on TikTok. Hutch1. But either way, find me on TikTok. Women Queen 3, try to help me get the 1K followers on that too. So when I start making my bills on Cyber Lumen, those bills not just go to my YouTube, they'll go to my TikTok as well. Then you'll see more. I'll probably get more followers that way too. But either way, you have me on Xpagori 2. Those are my PSNs, Xpagori 2, Freddy King. You'll notice me. You saw my pictures on my PSNs. You'll notice me. Freddy Kingdom. Show me he should. I gotta change that game. I gotta hurry and change this. I gotta hurry and change that. Either way. Let's go. He shoot 4. Gotta hurry to change that one soon. That's my other one. That's my console one PSN. The one, Chumley one is one of my retro accounts, and then Timmy 64. Those all find my PSNs. You can add me on Facebook. My whole name spelling it backwards. I'm in a lot of groups, so if you see me, my name, you know where to find me. You can find me that way. Got a lot of friends who can add me on Facebook. It's my whole main name spelled backwards, obviously. You'll see the Heaven and Hell AI picture on it. If you know about the picture, I say from Pixel, which called the app that I already started. I had to start it on my new tech. Now on this, I already started on my phone, but I had to start on my next set of tech soon. But either way, okay, guys, in the video right there. But you got all my links. Give me my Google Play as well. It's 7556. You almost got to give you that. Sorry about that. That's my Google Play. 7556. I had 3 other Google Play accounts, but I had to remember the names on that. I can tell you those in the next video. But either way, you guys in the video right there. Stay tuned with me. Roast Andy Part 2. I'm making 3 videos, but the second one's coming after this one. And then Part 3 of me Roast Andy the next one after this Part 2 after this. Part 1 of this one. This will be Part 2 in the next video, and then Part 3. Then me talking about my tech that I'll be getting next year. And Part 4 of the video will be talking about my tech. That's a separate video, but either way. There's an end the video right there. This is a great brand, obviously. Stay tuned for the next one. Part 2 of me roasting and Part 3 of me roasting Henny. Yeah, delicious, guys. Stay tuned for the next one's coming in a few seconds. Deuces.